Welcome back to Arsenal News TV, and today we're going to first look at Kieran Tierney tipped for £50 million Arsenal exits amid Gunners' continued struggles, and then we're going to look at Arsenal youngster drops selection hints ahead of UEFA Europa League clash with Slavia Prague. So the first transfer headline states that Kieran Tierney tipped for £50 million Arsenal exits amid Gunners' continued struggles. So the reports are stating that the left back has been one of the rare bright spots in Arsenal's season, but some think he could be tempted with their transfer. Former Premier League midfielder Charlie Adams thinks a number of Europe's elite clubs could be eyeing a move for Arsenal fullback Kieran Tierney this summer, and he also believes the Scotland international could be worth around £50 million following his superb performances for the Gunners this season. Kieran Tierney, who first joined from Celtic in 2019, has undoubtedly been one of the standout players in what has been a largely disappointing season for Arsenal. The 23-year-old has made 23 Premier League appearances, scoring 1 and creating 2 assists, and has firmly established himself as one of the leaders in Mikel Arteta's side. But speaking on TalkSport, Charlie Adams said Arsenal should brace themselves for a big money bid for the defender in the next transfer window. Would it surprise me if a Real Madrid, a Manchester City or any of the clubs in the top echelons come in for him in the summer? He said. I think he's ready now. He's 23. He signed for Arsenal injured and was out of a spell with groin and shoulder problems. But he's back and has matured into a top player. I believe he can go to the next level again. You are starting at £50 million too. Kieran Tierney and Arsenal recently received some bad news, with the player set to be ruled out for the rest of the season after suffering a knee ligament injury. And Mikel Azeez said on the issue, it could have been even worse because the action looks quite scary, but he's feeling better and the damage is not that bad. At the end of the day, it's not the bad news that maybe we were expecting after the game. We're going to have to go day by day to see how Kieran Tierney is feeling, how he is reacting. When we get close to playing time and training with the team, depending on where we are and how he's feeling, we will make a decision. And it looks like Kieran Tierney is tipped for a £50 million Arsenal exit amid Gunners' continued struggles, as we clearly saw in the game versus Liverpool, and this is their only opportunity to show in the Europa League versus Slavia Prague that they have the ability and the confidence and the passion to be one of the top teams and get back to our top target, which is going back into the Champions League. And it looks like former Premier League midfielder Charlie Adams thinks that a number of Europe's elite clubs could be eyeing a move for Arsenal fullback Kieran Tierney, and there's no denying the fact that Kieran Tierney has probably been one of the best players of this season and probably been one of the most integral parts of this club, as alongside with the likes of Bukayo Saka and Emil Smith-Rowe. And when it comes to Kieran Tierney, I think he is going to be worth around £50 million because of the way he has performed for the Gunners this season. And if a team like Manchester City or a team like Real Madrid come calling for Kieran Tierney, you would probably bet that Kieran Tierney would want to move to those teams. And it all depends on Arsenal and their aspirations as a club, and if they want to go to the heights of Real Madrid and Manchester City. So we have to wait and see how Kieran Tierney's transfer plans out. And this nicely takes us on to the second piece of transfer news, which states that Arsenal youngster drops selection hints ahead of UEFA Europa League clash with Slavia Prague. So the reports are stating that Arsenal face Czech Republic side Slavia Prague in the first leg of their UEFA Europa League quarter-final clash this evening, with Mikel Arteta's Gunners looking to gain the advantage. It is a big day for Mikel Arteta and his Arsenal side as they prepare to face Slavia Prague in the Europa League quarter-final first leg. And it looks like Arteta's side will welcome the Czech Republic outfit to the Emirates Stadium tonight for a crucial game in the North London club season, with Arsenal currently 10 points over top 4 spots and looking unlikely to qualify for Europe via the Premier League as things stand. As such, winning the Europa League is set to be their best opportunity of reaching the Champions League next season, with the Gunners now in the last 8 of the competition. Miguel Azeez has made no secret of the significance of the game for his side, admitting before the tie that he and his players know just how important it is for the club. But Miguel Azeez is set to be without a number of key players for the game, with fullback Kieran Tierney facing up to 6 weeks on the sidelines with a knee injury, while Real Madrid lonely Martin Odegaard is a doubt for the game with an ankle issue. In addition, David Luiz is out with a knee injury, although Miguel Azeez could welcome back Bukayo Saka and Emil Smith-Rowe, and Granit Xhaka is set to return to the squad after missing the 3-0 defeat against Liverpool on Saturday through illness. Meanwhile, Miguel Azeez could give opportunities to other players within his squad, as he has previously done in the Europa League this season. And 18-year-old Miguel Azeez could be one of those, with the teenager taking to social media to post ahead of the game. Miguel Azeez has included a picture of himself in an Arsenal shirt on his Instagram story, with the time and date of the quarter-final first leg tie with Slavia Prague. This could suggest that he will be involved in the matchday squad for the tie, with Azeez one of several youngsters who have been involved in the first team training with Arsenal in recent weeks. He was joined by Nicolas Moller, Folarin Balogun, Tim Akinola, Catalan Cherjan, Ryan Albisu and George Lewis in training with the first team prior to the weekend clash with Liverpool. Miguel Azeez has featured once for Arsenal at first team football this season, coming off the bench to make his debut in the Europa League against Dundalk in December. And it looks like the teenager played the final 7 minutes of the Gunners' 4-3 win in Ireland after replacing Joe Willock. But he could be now set for another taste of the European competition, with this post hinting that he could be involved at the Emirates Stadium tonight. It is unlikely that he will start against Slavia Prague, but he could be among the substitutes for Miguel Azeez, which will be further experience for the talented young midfielder. And if you guys didn't realize, I did call this in my Arsenal training video, and if you guys haven't checked that one out, when I talk about 4 things spotted in Arsenal training, make sure you guys go and check it out. I posted it today morning at 10 o'clock. And when it comes to Miguel Azeez, it was quite obvious that he is going to be featuring in this game, but probably as a substitute, maybe sitting on the sidelines in the reserve team, but he won't probably get opportunity to start. But say you need that player to just create something special, you could bring him on as a chance to give him the minutes, or if Arsenal were cruising the game, which is highly unlikely in my opinion, then just bring him on just to get the experience to play that 2 minutes or 3 minutes of football. But other than that guys, remain blessed, stay tuned for next video, and peace.